Hello, my name is Amanda Gregoire, and I am Director of Site Planning at Mass Development and the Program Manager of the Site Readiness Program. During this webinar, I will provide an overview of the Site Readiness Program and how to apply to the program through the Community One Stop for Growth. Key topics for this webinar include: what is the Community One Stop for Growth? Where does this program fit in the One Stop? Important program parameters, tips on how to be competitive, examples of successful applications, information on completing the application, and key dates and other information. So, what is the Community One Stop for Growth? It's a collaboration between the Executive Office of Economic Development, Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities, and Mass Development. The One Stop is an application portal that combines 12 of the Commonwealth's top housing and economic development grant programs into a single application and review process. The One Stop streamlines the applicant experience while allowing the 3 state agencies to engage in a coordinated review. The agencies work together to make sure the funding provided has the greatest possible impact across the Commonwealth. For a deeper dive into the One Stop process, we recommend reviewing One Stop Webinar 1 Overview Webinar, which is currently available on the One Stop website. These are the 12 programs within the One Stop listed by agency. Mass Development manages the Site Readiness Program, which you can see here highlighted in bold. Mass Development is the state's development finance agency and land bank. The agency works with businesses, nonprofits, banks, and municipalities to stimulate economic growth across the Commonwealth. We offer a range of opportunities and services, including through finance, bond financing, grant, loans and guarantees, tax credits, and PACE financing. On the real estate side, we offer development expertise, technical assistance, and the Site Readiness Program. We are the Commonwealth's land bank. As the land bank, we help smaller and under-resourced communities address vacant properties. We can also help to address larger or more complex properties or projects, and we help to administer and distribute funding. As the manager of the Site Readiness Program, you can contact me at this email if you have any additional questions once you have finished reviewing this webinar and our program guidelines, which can be found on our website. The aim of the Site Readiness Program is to increase the Commonwealth's inventory of large, well-located project-ready sites, to accelerate private sector investment in industrial, commercial, and mixed-use projects, and to support the conversion of abandoned sites and obsolete facilities into clean, actively used tax-generating properties. It's important to note that this program is open to public entities such as municipalities, redevelopment authorities, and economic development industrial corporations. It is also available to nonprofit entities. The program is not open to private for-profit entities. The One Stop is built around what we call the development continuum. This framework represents the life cycle of a major community development project, from the initial community visioning to final construction. Each development continuum category is made up of multiple project types, which are shown in bold on the screen. Each project type is tied to a specific one-stop program. The Site Readiness Program can be found under Site Improvements to Unlock Development Projects type within the Site Preparation Development Continuum category. There are some key things to keep in mind to determine whether your project may be appropriate for the Site Readiness Program. Site readiness awards typically range between $50,000 and $500,000, depending on the type of project. While site readiness projects are not subject to a fiscal year deadline, a successful application must demonstrate readiness to start upon project award, and a feasible project timeline must be incorporated into grant contract documents. The program offers assistance in 2 areas: site preparation and pre-development and permitting. Pre-development and permitting can include items such as engineering documents, pre-permitting and permitting, pro forma development, and due diligence activities. Site preparation can include things such as site concept plans and feasibility studies, market analysis, site acquisition and related tasks, demolition, and construction of site-related upgrades. It's important to note that items such as parking lots and parking structures may be ancillary to a development project, but should not be the main focus of a site readiness application. Also, uses focused on the development of open space are not eligible for site readiness funding. And finally, uses that are focused on municipal services, such as municipal campuses or buildings, are not competitive uses within the site readiness program. An application is competitive when it's able to address the following criteria: community support for industrial development, consistency with existing municipal master plan and/or regional plans, as of right zoning or an affirmative statement from the municipality to seek as of right zoning, regional impact and regional appropriateness, property size and scale of development, level of potential private investment, benefits enabled, site access, site control, the appropriateness of the location, marketability of the site, and the availability of matching funds from the landowner and/or a local contribution. Funding by the Site Readiness Program is meant to support a municipality's efforts to support new large-scale private development that can result in direct economic impact or benefits to the community in terms of new commercial, industrial, or mixed-use development. Projects that result in at least 50,000 square feet of commercial, industrial, or mixed-use development will be competitive in the Site Readiness Program. With that in mind, an example of some important questions that the review committee will consider are: what is the size and scale of the development proposed? And is the project consistent with existing municipal master plan and/or regional plans? Applicants should be prepared to include information that will help the review committee understand their proposed scope of work, the development potential of the site and the site context. Application attachments can include, where available or relevant, site plans, building plans if applicable, parcel information, maps, photos, and a project budget. For photos, please create one PDF document that includes all the photos with captions. To give a sense of past site readiness applications, we have included a few examples in no particular order. This award was made to the Belchertown Economic Development Industrial Corporation for industrial park infrastructure improvements. In 2020, the Belchertown EDIC received a grant to support the construction of infrastructure improvements within the Carriage Grove Industrial District, including construction of a new roadway, sidewalks, utilities, and stormwater improvements. Carriage Grove is the mixed-use redevelopment of the former Belchertown State School, which is a long-term mass development land bank project with the BDIC and town of Belchertown. Site readiness funding helped leverage $550,000 from the U.S. Economic Development Agency Public Works Grant Program and supports 125,000 square feet of future development on this 15-acre industrial district. Next, we have an example from the town of Shrewsbury. The Centec Park North Planning and Permitting. The town of Shrewsbury was awarded site readiness funds to carry out survey, roadway design, and engineering, master planning, and MEPA permitting for a 60-acre industrial park known as Centec Park North. Mass development staff provided technical assistance, project management, and coordinated house doctors across multiple disciplines. The campus is now complete and includes 3 buildings totaling roughly 310,000 square feet of logistics and office space. The application was clear on how the project helped to ready the site to attract new private development. Finally, we have an example from the city of Lawrence with the Merrimack paper mill demolition. The city of Lawrence applied for site readiness funds to demolish a dilapidated mill complex and clean up hazardous materials in preparation for site redevelopment at the Merrimack paper mill. The site consisted of 18 buildings with over 1 million square feet of space across 3 separate parcels along the Merrimack River. Since it stopped producing paper in 2005, the vacant property deteriorated rapidly until a fire destroyed most of the remaining buildings in 2014. The application demonstrated how the site represented a major development opportunity in Lawrence and how the project would prepare this large site for future development. Now, moving on how to apply for the site readiness program through the one-stop portal. Site readiness offers two project focus areas, pre-construction and construction. To apply for a site readiness pre-construction project, in section 2.4 of the full application, select site preparation under the development continuum category, then select site improvements to unlock development under project type, and finally select site readiness pre-construction. To apply for a site readiness construction project, in section 2.4 of the full application, select site preparation under the development continuum category, then select site improvements to unlock development under project type, and finally select site readiness construction. For more information on how to complete the online application, visit mass.gov/onestop and view OneStop Webinar 2 application. Here we have an overview of the timeline for the FY25 round. We are currently in the guidance phase of the process. The full application submission period opens on May 6th with the full application deadline of 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday, June 5th. We will then begin the review phase and plan to announce the grant decisions in December. We recommend that any organization planning to apply for funding this round take advantage of the opportunities for guidance currently available. The expression of interest is a great opportunity to receive guidance on your project ideas prior to starting a full application. The EOI will be open through April 30th and is available directly through the OneStop website. You can also visit the OneStop program to access all FY25 webinars, including the 3 OneStop webinars released annually, as well as all program webinars. Finally, we are offering virtual office hours for the first time this year. The OneStop team will hold 3 general guidance office hours to answer any questions about the OneStop process. Staff from each program will also host their own office hour to discuss any applicant questions related to the program. You can visit the OneStop website for the full schedule of office hours. Office hours for the Site Readiness program are currently scheduled for Wednesday, March 6th at 10 a.m. Thank you for taking the time to review this webinar. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me via the email address previously provided or at the Site Readiness office hours on March 6th. Thank you.